the fact that the land of Zion belongs to the people of Zion. Who are the people of Zion? The Jewish people. What is the land of Zion? The land of Israel. So God forbid when you say that Israel belongs to the Jews, you're racist. The determination that Zionism for of racism and racial discrimination contained in the resolution, it was later revoked in 1991 with UN General Assembly Resolution 4686. Thank you, UN. See, God could care less about them. God is the one who brought the captivity to Zion, not us. I did not bring myself. I was born there, but my grandparents survived the Holocaust. And trust me, they never ever planned on coming back to Israel. They had a good life in Poland until the bad life started. When the Third Reich rose to power, and then they realized there is nothing for them to do in Europe anymore. And they got on the boat after they survived Auschwitz, and they got on the boat in Italy on the way to a land full of mosquitoes, desert. You know, Mark Twain said that the land was so desolate that even the mosquitoes didn't want to live there. Mark Twain even said even the cactus that is a great friend of the desert didn't want to live there or grow there. And they packed their things, whatever they had, and they left, and the British police stopped them. They lost all their families in the Holocaust. They see the promised land. The British police stopped them, turned their boat, and sent them to Cyprus. This is where my mom was born, in a detention camp in Cyprus. In the captivity, the Lord brought them back. God, make no mistake, allowed the captivity. Who is the one who sent the Jews out of the land for 70 years during the time of Jeremiah? God. And why is that so? It's so because they did not keep the commandments of God. And they did not keep every seventh year was a sabbatical year, if you remember. For 490 years, they skipped that seventh year. And altogether, 70 years that they did not keep. For each and every one of those sabbaticals, God said, you will spend outside. These nations will serve the king of Babylon 70 years. Jeremiah 25. Because you have not heard my words, behold, I will send and take all the families of the north, says the Lord, and Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, my servant, and I will bring them against this land, against its inhabitants, and against these nations all around, and I will utterly destroy them and make them an astonishment, a hissing, and perpetual desolations. Moreover, I will take from them the voice of mirth and the voice of gladness, the voice of the bridegroom and the voice of the bride, the sound of the millstones and the light of the lamp. And this whole land shall be a desolation and an astonishment. And these nations shall serve the king of Babylon 70 years. And it's interesting because you're saying, wait a minute, how can God allow such a thing? Well, God is not the one who made Nebuchadnezzar hate Israel. He used the fact that he was coming anyway to judge Israel for what Israel did. But guess what? He punished the perpetrators for their motives. In other words, if you're saying, oh, I hate those Jews, they deserve punishment. Well, God is going to punish you for hating them. But they are not fulfilling God's word. That's their problem with him, not yours. Jeremiah 25. Then it will come to pass when 70 years are completed that I will punish who? The king of Babylon. See, God did not put the hatred in the hearts of the king of Babylon for Israel. He used it, and then he judged him for it. The Lord is the one who brought the captives to Zion, not us. The Lord. When somebody comes to you and says, how come the Jews return back to their land? They do not belong there. Well, if you have a problem with that, talk to you know who? The Lord. He brought them back. He brought them back.